Hi, this is Mrs. Brode, and today we are going to finish out Unit 1 with something called literal equations. So literal equations are where you mostly have letters in your equation instead of numbers, but the process that you would go through to solve an equation is exactly the same as what you've done in the past. So I'm going to show you this with a regular equation first, and then replacing a lot of those numbers with variables and showing you how we would work that. So this problem says that we want to solve for x. So in the first one, this is pretty basic. We are going to solve by x just like we usually do. We're going to move the 5 to one side by subtracting. And we get 9 minus 5 is 4. And then we're going to divide both sides by 2 to get x by itself, and we get x equals 2. So that's what we've been used to. So in the second example, we still want to get x by itself, but notice there's no numbers. But we are still going to go through the same process. We want to leave the ax for last, so we want to move b to the other side by doing the opposite operation, which would be to subtract b from both sides. So we would get ax equals, notice I can't really subtract b from y, like to get an actual value. So I will show that as y minus b. Again, I still need x by itself. So how would we usually get that number in front of x away from it? We would normally divide by whatever that number was. Well, we're going to do the same thing, but this time we're going to divide by a, and it would cancel out. But you can see there's not really anything I can do on the right-hand side. It doesn't, the a in the denominator doesn't cancel out with anything in the numerator. So I will leave my answer as x equals y minus b divided by a. So for literal equations, you are just rearranging the equation to solve for one specific variable, using all the steps that you already know on how to solve two-step equations and multi-step equations. So let's go ahead and look at number 1. You always want to read what it is that you're solving for, and we want to get y by itself. Okay. So we got to think about our steps. Well, usually we would move anything else to the other side to get it away from y. In this case, that's negative 5x. So how do we move that to the other side? We move it to the other side by adding 5x. Now we're left with y by itself equals 5x minus 56. None of those are similar terms, so we can't combine them. So that's my answer. That's how we solve for y. Okay, so let's try another one. This time it says we want to solve for w. So here's w. So we got to think about our steps. So the first step would be to get the 2L away from that, and we would do that by subtracting both sides, or 2L from both sides. So that would leave us with P minus 2L on the left, because we can't combine the P and the L. And that would leave us with 2W on the right. So how do we get the W by itself? Well, it's being multiplied by 2, so all we can do is divide each side by 2. Now, you do see a 2 in the numerator and the denominator, but we can't cancel those out because the 2 in the numerator belongs to the L. We could cancel them out if it was 2L on the top and 2L on the bottom, but since it's not, we have to leave it P minus 2L divided by 2 equals W. So it's a little weird, it's just something to get used to, but it's really just rearranging a problem that has letters instead of numbers. So let's move on to number 3. Always read what it is that you want to solve for. And this time we want to solve for R. Okay. But we can't forget our normal process. Our normal process would be to get rid of the parentheses. We're still going to do that. We're still going to distribute and get rid of our parentheses. So we would get A equals P times 1 would just be P. P times RT would just be PRT. Again, highlight what it is that you are trying to isolate, which is the R. Our first step would be to go ahead and move this P over here by itself to the other side by subtracting. And on the left, that would leave us with A minus P equals PRT. So how do we get this R by itself? Well, since the P and the T are being multiplied by the R, we would divide both sides by PT. Again, cannot cancel out the P on the top with the P on the bottom because the P on the bottom is combined with the T. Okay, so those are separate. So we are left with A minus P divided by PT equals R. So for number 4, we want to get H by itself in this problem. Okay, so the first thing we could do is we could get rid of that 1/2 that's in the front. And remember, to get rid of 1/2, we can multiply by the reciprocal. That means multiply both sides by 2. So that would leave us with 2A equals BH. Now we just want to get, I keep using the wrong pen, we want to get the H by itself by dividing each side by B. Nothing else that we can do there. So we are left with 2A divided by B equals H. So now go ahead and try to solve number 5 for yourself. Go ahead and push pause on the video and then hit play when you are ready to check your answer. So you should have gotten 2s minus NA divided by N equals T. So if you did not, go ahead and look back at the steps that I did and see if you can figure out where you might have gone wrong.